What is up, everybody? 49's fine back at... Wait, something's wrong. What's going on here? 1 second. There we go. All better. What's up, everybody? 49's fine back at you again today with another precious metals video, and today I wanted to talk about the current price action of gold. We've seen 2,300, 2,400, 2,500, and now we're pushing 2,600, and everybody's wondering, should we keep buying? Is it a good idea to keep buying? And I'm just here to tell you, $3,000 gold is actually a bargain. A huge thank you to our first two community members, Scott and Zeus. Thank you guys very much for being part of the finest. Let me just preface this video by stating this is not financial advice. Do your own research and come to your own decisions based upon that. Please like the video. It helps me a ton get noticed in this weird YouTube algorithm that we all have to work with. So I'll admit, I myself have been hesitant to buy gold, even though, despite the fact that I've made videos stating that it's almost always a good time to buy silver and gold, I myself have to admit, I was even a little bit apprehensive to jump into the gold game here at $2,500. But I've got to practice what I preach and listen to my counterparts here on YouTube and listen to what they have to say. And the truth is that as long as there's not some crazy, insane 25, 30, 35% parabolic rise in the prices of metals over the course of a couple of days or a week, it's pretty much always a good time to buy, even at $2,500 gold. I got this beautiful 2024 Perth Mint Dragon for about $275, pretty decent deal. I believe spot was at $25.08 at the time of my purchase, so I got away with this one pretty clean. Now, as bullish as I am, I do believe that gold is due for a correction. I think there's a very solid chance that we're going to correct from our current levels, or at 2,600, maybe at 2,700, we're going to experience a correction down to 2,000 or 2,100. I think that's coming. I think we're going to end up in a recession. I think there's going to be a stock market or a real estate crash. Really, if either one crashes, they're both going to crash. They're so tightly connected that I think the market as a whole is going to take a significant downturn. And unfortunately, when things like that happens, the metals that don't deserve to be devalued get devalued along with the rest of the stock market and the real estate market. And I think that's coming. So you ask yourself, why buy? Why buy if you have a strong inclination that the market's going to crash? And my answer to that is, everyone's heard this saying before, time in the market beats timing the market. It is so incredibly difficult to time the market accurately. And whenever the price does correct, all I'm going to do is buy more of this. If the price were to correct down to 2,100 tomorrow, despite it being a very huge purchase for me personally, despite it impacting my budget in a big way, I would go ahead and buy a full ounce of gold if we drop down to 2,000, 2,100, because I know that once the market corrects, if it does, that's the last time we're going to see prices that low. Inflation is rampant. It's not going to stop. The Federal Reserve has been printing like crazy. And with these rate cuts that are about to come through, by the time this video comes out, the rate cuts will probably have already been pushed through, but by the time the rate cuts come through, that's going to devalue the dollar even more. People are going to have easier access to credit. They're going to be able to purchase assets at lower interest rates, which causes more demand for the assets, which lowers the supply. So when you have a lower supply and you have a higher demand, what happens? The price rises. And if there's a house that's $150,000 now, and 6 months from now it's worth $182,000, there's two things that means. That means that the seller benefited, but the everyday American buyer lost out because their dollar doesn't go as far. It takes more dollars to attain the same asset. And gold and silver are going to run alongside that. So you can even quote me on it. You can quote me on it. I bet you in 5, 4, 3, maybe even 2 years, we're going to be wishing we could buy $3,000 gold again. We're going to say, man, do you remember when gold was only $3,000? That's going to happen. So because of that, I'm not going to sit on the sidelines wondering and worrying whether I should go all in on gold or not. As far as long-term savings goes, precious metals are probably your best bet. You can hold them tangibly in your hand. There's not a single software glitch or cyber attack that can make this disappear. It's in my hand, it's in my safe, it's safely tucked away, and there's nothing anybody can do about that. And it appreciates over time. So yes, I think $3,000 gold soon will be a bargain. If you're thinking about getting into the metals right now at around $2,500, $2,550, I would say do it. Yes, will there be a correction in the coming months? Maybe right before the election, right after the election, sometime in 2025? Yeah, there's probably going to be a correction. And the prices will drop. I don't doubt seeing a 15 or 20% drop in the metals. I don't doubt that at all. But all that is a new buying opportunity. And if that does happen, you should be happy that you're getting to get a hold of these low prices while you still can, because the underlying theme of all of this is rampant inflation. And that, we know for a fact, is not going to stop. Inflation will not stop. It's going to keep going. And because of that, assets will continue to rise in price. And with this digital currency that we're going to get, undoubtedly within the next 5 years, things that you can hold in your hand that have true value, I think are going to skyrocket in value. So I'm super happy about this little piece here. It's a 1/10 ounce. My next piece will be a 1/4 ounce because this is so tiny. I could lose this so easily. But anyways, guys, please like, comment, subscribe. Please like the video. It helps me a ton. All right, guys. Peace.